give you a look into fear. So I believe I must be an idiot to not recognize fear in myself, but practice makes better. So it's definitely fear that I'm in contact with, so I've stopped, or my noticing has helped me wind down, calm down, and observe, and it's fear, and it's sort of the cousin of fear. I've talked about rigidity and chaos in some in a former scope video. So it's chaos, it's quite overwhelming with feelings. It's this hopelessness. What else do I observe? Sadness. And somewhat pessimism, which borders fear again. So this is very typical and very, very strong signs of chaos, and how the limbic system is outcompeting the prefrontal cortex, so the cerebral cortex, where we have objectivity and perspective within reach. We have empathy and overview. And I also notice when I observe this exaggerating feeling, the need to exaggerate outcomes. So the fear is obviously from looking forward to this fall and doing all this great work, but afraid of not being good enough, afraid of having chewed off too much, fear of losing control, and the fear of not having control, the questioning of what have I started, what did I think when I did it, which is pretty normal founder fears, but also life-related fears when it comes to kids, marriage, investments, taking on new roles, stuff like that. So the question is how to proceed. And it's definitely going to be to pinch my fingers, to just stay in the present. I know my daughter is coming home. Just get down on the floor and play and do balance tricks and all the things we usually do. I will proceed by, because I'm not in the grip of fear very often, so I will design with my wife, be transparent, vulnerable. I've already sent her a text message and talked to her. So she's pretty aware, and she approached me with compassion. So vulnerability builds trust, just like dollars builds things or buys things. Vulnerability creates trust. Asking a lot for permission to be relieved of some of my sort of tasks with my daughter and the whole everything that goes on in the night, evening. Yeah, and there came the breath of something letting go. Yeah. Thank you, camera. And thank you, the GetHUMAN Scope Formula and my wonderful colleague Yuan, which gave me a few hours off today. Yeah, so it's just a minute since I ended the scope process, and it's really amazing how it works. And I just wanted to add a few seconds with the contemplation. Can you just imagine how this evening would have been without me scoping, with this fear, with this inclination of misinterpretation, victimizing, problem focus, everything that comes with a limbic system and an alarm, the sort of the stress chemical alarms just pouring out in the brain. Can you just imagine? And we all have our ways. We can watch Netflix, or we could eat candy, drink wine, we can over excessively exercise, or we can not engage in dialogue, or just withdraw from other people and stuff like that. All not necessarily just destructive, but all strategies to ignore what we're actually feeling in the present, which is a horrible strategy when it comes to maintaining and creating a healthy brain. So I just want to know that I just want you to know that I'm dedicated to living consciously, even though it hurts.